Hey, chickadees. Hey, Retro. Sorry for the serenity. I remember what you're dealing with. So, sorry. But welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hope we'll make it better for you. Getting everything going. Do some Star Trek and some RuneScape. I'm going to try to eke out some Star Trek to do. We are having the martini. Oh, that's part of it. But we're here now. We're also went ahead and went live on YouTube as well. So we'll see what that means. Usually that helps with exposure and stuff. Um, just side how much we get into the interactions, um, or if we get anything problematic. So let's see. Dustin is in the house. Welcome in, Dustin, on YouTube. Hey, sorry, we've been on Twitch only for a little bit. I check. I assume you can hear me. Can you hear me over there, Retro? I have my. Let me see. 10-4. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Good. 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 Might have been a delay on the YouTube side. I don't know. I can't always see the YouTube chat there, Dustin. You like the Raul Reaver stats? Okay. Hear you loud and clear. Okay. Well, I know what they release it and it's better now, but I mean, I don't have it, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna work towards getting it, but I mean, they improved them though, but I haven't really broke it down or anything, so we'll see. But I don't have the sphere and I don't have the Excelsior and those things, and I think something else. So we'll figure out when we're getting what. Let's just look here. So we also have. Oh, I've also been doing sailing salvaging all day. Well, when I could. A very AFK day. So we're gonna keep this stuff going. This is rather, you know, low key. Wanna that ship is healed. It is healed. All right, so get over there. So I got a martini glass with a couple of lemon peel stuffed olives. I got a martini put in my shaker, my rooster shaker. Um, reminds me, we haven't posted about the stream yet. So let me post some different stuff, but I haven't put ice on it to mix it. So that's kind of, let me get this stuff going. So we're also going to do the RuneScape um, RuneScape trading card game like we've been doing. I like that one. I definitely do. Microscape and some Pokemon community game the whole time. Regardless of what we end up getting into. But we'll see what we can eke out on Star Trek. All right, I'll put that down. Okay. Sorry. something a little messed up there. I'm just posting my alerts. Batted Down's in the house as well. Listen. Raid ship. Undergun. Well, it's not really a raiding ship. You raid with your other ships, and then you take the Ral Reaver and empty, just like the Amalgam. So, you know, it's more of a survey ship. Carry loot, fat loot away. So it, you know, it's just think of it as another Amalgam. Is really, I think, what we're dealing with here. So, I call it the Peacock. I think it looks like a peacock. So. But it's not for breaking. It's for looting after you break. So that's really what it is. And for incursions. This is why they pushed incursions back when they decided to delay that. So let me just see what notes I need to do here. You call it a dragonfly. Yeah, I've seen the dragonfly thing. I think from the front it looks more like a peacock to me. But if you see the tail, then the dragonfly makes more sense. But I choose to think of it as a peacock. Just getting a little postings going on. All right, I think, oh, yes. No, we're going to post in the last big. All right, we'll talk about the magic number countdown. And hang in there. Catching lobster. So I see I'm in Dune at the moment. Oh, okay, cool. Dune. Yeah, I was thinking about Dune recently. Because we're also going to have to think about RuneScape Dragon Wilds. The both of those are going to compete with each other for me. Let's see what we have, but let's keep this going. I think we're ready to take it out and let it salvage some more. I think I'm somewhat done, but well, there's some events that I haven't been participating in, like killing the Academy drones or whatever. So, and there's one for the Borg spheres, which I can't do. Can't and don't do. I might be able to do something little, but it's not worth the aggravation. If I. That's at least what I was thinking. Got that. All right. Oh yeah, they're gonna log me out. We get it in place, log this out, log it back in. Eat some grapes because I forgot to eat a snack. I've ordered a pizza. We had this weird pizza fail. This great Chicago style place that had formerly been available became available again. Oh, and my pizza's here apparently. So, oh, I better get it. This is a different pizza, but it's a good one. But where is my shoe? Ah, Serenity now. Give me my shoes. All right. Put on this in case someone comes in. I'll be right back. Pizza, martini. Okay, back. I was eating my grapes. I don't need to have around here. Plate of a bunch of fresh pizza. And I got my Le Rooster cocktail shaker, insulated tumbler that you can buy in the merch store, both on YouTube and here on Twitch. And it's full of just recently iced up martini. So, well, ASMR going on. How's our Pokemon? Let's see. Let's see if our stream is showing up yet. There we are. Let's officially get on. Okay. Never sure if that. I'm sure exactly. Mrs. Rooster's account is gotten to level 72 fishing. Uh-oh. Log out. Log out. The log out music. Fine, but when it catches me off guard, not so fine. I'm eligible to drink from the Tears of Gothics. Tears of Gothics, babies. All right. Remind me we're doing that. I just opened. Just charge up. That's a tuna salad. Drink checkbox. Good. There you go. I was like, tuna salad and Dune? It's going to go off really quickly. But, good. All right. Get in there and all that. We'll get our hours going on. That Tears of Gothics I'd forgotten about. Tells me we can do it. Great. Anyway. So, we have a teleport to that later. Plus about the spiny helmet to protect us. But that's not Star Trek. This is, so come on then. Mixture time. And let's give it one more shake before we pour it. Let it gel for a second. See what all we can go through. Mrs. Rooster went to the store. I was going to go with her, make a store run before I was done with work, but like be available because it was really close and it gets really quiet. And I'm home, so I could do that. But she was able to go a few hours ahead of time, and she bought me a bottle of gin so I can, as requested, so I can make my martini because I haven't been able to make a martini for I guess a couple of weeks. I gotta love that woman. I already love her anyway, but it was extra love. Thanks, Mrs. Rooster. I think she's in the kitchen deciding if she's eating the pizza I bought or what she's making. Cheese and fruit and stuff. All right. There we go. Martini time. It's all cloudy. We'll let it clear up a little because it's all cold. I'm gonna look through. I've already done a lot of this. Well, I'm just double checking if I've done it all. I haven't done that. Or that. Or that. There's a wild pine cone. Your neighbor started mowing the lawn at 7 a.m. to retro. Retro. That's not a nice way for them to do it. Oh, this is a regular pine cone. Anyway, non-event Pokemon. Yeah, that's not super fun. You had to go to work. Do you go to work in the morning? Or were you like still sleeping in? 7 a.m. Okay, thank you, Poke Raid. Final goal reach. Clone chance reaches the max. We're at that. Unstable. are we not getting any more unstable ones because we've reached it? Is that how that works, or no? I don't know how it works. Cheers. We got another Alliance tournament coming up on the 20th. Wake up around then, but just annoying. Yeah, certainly. So, by the way, we're cheering the weekend start for most of us, and we're cheering the magic number countdown. All right, so our magic number countdown till I leave this current job and transition to the next one. There you go. That is good. Turn that down just a little bit so it cranks out. What's the number? We are now down officially since we finished the work week. We are now down to 6 weeks until I transition. After 6 more weeks, when I start this Friday stream, we will be free of that and ready to start the new job. They were making me stay 7 weeks. They were trying to make me stay longer, which sucks. But we just took a week off. Our first depreciation. What? Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we're talking a full, 7 whole weeks, almost 2 months. I've had the job for a little bit. I had the job week before last, and then they were debating the whole thing, and I was told it was going to be September 1st, and then they said, oh, it's going to be September 30th after all. It's like, fuck you guys. So everyone at work that I tell is like laughs because it's ridiculous because they don't make anyone stay that long. And they're like, and we need you to write down everything you do in detail and all that stuff. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to be here 7 weeks, I'm going to take 7 weeks to get this stuff done. You want me to? So I do enough. I did enough this week. By Tuesday, I said, I've done what I need to do for this week. Now we're just going to get to the weekend and then we'll do some more, So, but yeah. So late September, I'll get to go. So 6 more full work weeks. Next Friday at the end of the workday, we'll be down to 5 more. So make sure I'm explaining it correctly. But I was working this week with 7. We were fighting about it the week before. My new boss and I lost, but then they had to move it up a little because of like when the pay periods are, because they have to transition me on a pay period. So they would have kept me another week if they could. And that's not great. but I do feel happier because I know I'm leaving. And now everyone, like I said, my team knows as of Tuesday, everyone had heard, but last Friday we told everyone and all that. And now they're trying to figure out who else is going to be applying and interviewing for my job and people from outside coming to it, all that stuff. So I'm like, well, the mixed bag. Mainly, I did say that one of my friendly staff who was applying and wanted to know what, and I said, well, I did fight very hard to get demoted and take a pay cut. I said, so that's what I thought about the job. I said, and I think it's worth it to get out. So anyway, this is the original hat. This is the original hat that we all thought was the dumbest one. And then we realized they were going to move it around, which seemed even dumber. So that's the original hat. So she goes through how many? I don't know. She go through 5 hats, 6 hats, something. Hold on. And say, I don't hear anything here. We can back up. I don't want to back up now that we're doing that. Pull 10 of these. So both of these guys can work on it. Anyway. Okay, we saw there's something in here. Ah, these guys, right? Yeah, the facade, because that's a weekly update. I know, sir, so I might have to go back. Oh yeah. I mean, I'll be going back to, I mean, I've been doing an AFK thing. I told y'all, I think yesterday, that I was tired, like wanting to sail and hadn't done it in ages. Yeah, I think we've no, we're not gonna do. Oh yeah, I was doing outposts, believe it or not. After talking to you about them, I did 2 of them last night and this morning to take care of that event. I still couldn't complete the level 53 Borg one, but I got like most of the way through, so it seemed good. Corsair Cove, there you go. Yeah, agreed. Get on there. Yeah. So okay. So one of the things I wanted to do is again find the Christmas tree, and so we can peek to see if I can get a gas node. That would be important. Importante. Muy importante. Type of thing. Let's get this there. We're gonna take this ship. I think it's smack 51 easy, but 53. Yeah, when I was trying it last, somewhere in the 50s, I didn't have the level 60 epics, and I could survive the initial battle in 53, and that was it. And so, and I was like, well, that's where, like, I think the very lowest one, the 50s, don't give enough, I think, stuff to make it worth doing. So, and for the longest time, you were just able to kill hostiles and get credit. And now I was like, these events, they're making you have to do stuff. So I, did that. I think I'm getting more credit, so that's probably good. Let's see here. Anyway, we want to see if we can get, there's the gas ticket. If you recall, I couldn't get it last Friday. I sailed up here and was unsuccessful. So let's see. Yeah, I got a nice pizza. See, is there a gas node available today? There are other nodes. I could take a crystal node, though. Let's get the crystal node, because it may flip. And the one thing I don't need is, of course, iron, or since I have that. So we'll pop this in all these and try to get that right there. Come on in. And hopefully it'll flip to gas or crystal, but preferably gas. Oh, there's another one. Let's see. Oh, we'll go over there once we get in. Let's see. This one's lesser, so I'm going to get it so that we have sooner time to see what it flips to. This one is 631,000, and this one is 16,000. So that'll flip very fast, I think. Yeah, 7 minutes. We'll know what it is. We'll go over here if it turns into ore, assuming this is still open. It may or may not be. All right. Tell it to hit all the battleships, and we'll just. Anyway, I hope y'all are doing well. Being here with me. $62 interceptors. 61 and 62 pounds. These are my systems. Don't go crazy. I feel like since I used the token to get out here and scout, I gotta at least get the stuff. Let's get a bite of this pizza, which is sitting on my plate for 10 minutes or something. Mm-hmm. I remember it being good. All right. Means all we're gonna do is let him fill up. Time to rinse and repeat. Okay. I heard sounds I didn't want to hear. Restart that. We could unlock a free treasury, but I'm not doing the ship parts one. I used to need ship parts when I was G5, and now I need materials, and I'll take officers. So it used to be I was like, nope, don't want that. Now I'm like, yeah, I don't need the ship parts. We're fine. We need material. So domination, I haven't even started, so that's some of what we're gonna do. And then do we have domination for Ferengi and Syndicate? So it's all kinds of things. Now that raises the question of why not take a domination ticket, but this is Borg Spheres. I can't beat Borg Spheres. Borg Suppressor or whatever with the Borg Sphere thing. So that's not for me. This one is the Academy drones in the Venari route. I think technically maybe I'm supposed to be able to do a 61, but you know, I can't. I don't know if people can. I don't think 61s can do the 61s. And now this is Spin Latinum on domination. To work. Do that. This is domination. This is the Empire. The Outpost event. Oh, is there more? At the end, I will do it again. I'll send a couple ships. I guess. We'll go in that store and see what we've got. And we got the Boldly Go event, which this is the part that I remembered. Oh, yeah, we do have stuff we need to do, right? Taking a bit longer than usual. Really? Mm. The Superbird. I know of the Big Boy restaurants. They used to have them in LA. In the Terminator movie. Bob's Big Boy. And we used to have Shoney's in the South, which had the same Bob's Big Boy, I think, or something so similar. And I was like, lived in Alabama. But I don't think it was actually the same. There's a wild Pokemon, and it's an event one, event pod. Go ahead and catch. Wondering how I want to mess with these lights today. That is too bright. Turkey, bacon, cheese, grilled bread, Jamaican. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Let me try this. This is bound to be It's very red. That's too red. You know, anyway. Come on. Or yeah. My Adon Donnie. My Belgian craft beer bar nearby. It actually closed down recently. They had to move locations, so they got to figure out where they're going to move because landlord dispute. Um, but I was there for years. Um, they had one called the Gobbler, which was a nice turkey sandwich. You could add bacon, cheese. It had cranberry sauce and all that and other stuff. It was probably similar stuff. It was very good, especially if you added bacon to it. That was kind of like the pay 50 cents and add bacon back when you would pay 50 cents to add bacon to something. Turkey's pretty mundane for me, but it can be good, and I do like it. So, I like a lot of stuff, to tell you the truth. Um, oh, good. We can finally finish this guy up. These were my two tips. Garrick. Oh, well, Garrick, you're here. Missed one, but we're early. We just started. We've been live 39 minutes. We have the martini stream, so get on it. Or you're probably driving home or trying to. So sorry, and hope you get home and go ahead and drink. Don't drink and drive. Drink once you are done driving. Like a roaster if they don't dry it out. Smoke is quite good. Agreed. Oh shit, the Selkie went. Damn it. This is the problem. I haven't even drunk enough of this martini to make that the issue. I was highlighted on the wrong damn ship. We're going to speed through this and bring it back. Now we got to use another. I did this last time we were on this. All right, if we go to the refinery. No, it's not the refinery, it's the faction. Flame. Haven't even got on the road yet. Well, I'm glad you're checking in to get started. Good luck. We're having pizza. Anyway, I'm having a good pizza from a good place, well respected place in town that I like. I haven't had since May or something. But the real good Chicago style place that had closed and used to be available during COVID for delivery and had recently become reavailable. And I was going to order it for tonight. Me and Mrs. Richard looked forward to it. But they apparently aren't reopening for dinner and DoorDash orders until 8:30 p.m. So the earliest you'll get your pizza on a Friday night and a Saturday night is like 9:10 to 9:30. And I was like, I'll have to eat a first dinner, then have a second dinner. They are open during dinner time for delivery on Sunday. Gotta be kidding me. Look at that. I know. They're and they don't open till 8, but they were open at lunchtime on Thursday and Friday, and then they closed at 2:30. Then they open back up at 8:30. I think they're open at 5, maybe for people to come in, but they're not open for orders until 8:30. Kind of like, and some of the places I read their hours, they're actually only open at 8:30. So I don't know. Don't know what they're doing. It's a classic place like from the 70s that's been here and that does a great Chicago style deep dish pizza that we used to love. There's another Chicago style place, and I think it's not as good as this other place, but when it became the only one, it was good enough. If that makes sense. Um, but I was like, I'm going to order a different pizza. So if me and Mrs. Rooster get into hot tub after Sunday night stream and decide to order that, we'll have it for Sunday night dinner. Gotta be careful not to pull the Selkie accidentally off. And guys, I bought a new fan. It's an outdoor fan. We're sitting outside in our 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 outdoor room under the awning because our other fan broke, and you need good fan. This one's rocking. I put it together and I put it in here, blow in from the other room, and it is rocking. Bro, it could fight off if it was 90 degrees in this room, which we were gonna be 102 today. We're gonna be 104 tomorrow or something, or Sunday, so which sucks. I'm gonna keep it in the house blowing in because the rest of the house is cooler than this room with the computer and all the corner that has 3 windows in a corner and gets the hot sun. So anyway, making a big difference. Mrs. Rooster's sitting in here by choice because it's cozy with all the wind blowing through. You having any of the wine yet, Mrs. Rooster?
Yes.
She's opened the wine. She went and got wine and gin. She's like, "What do I need from the store? Wine and gin, and then other things that you found." So this is what we got. Like, we got an emergency. I've got to have a martini stream tonight, so I have to go buy gin to make that. And I was like, I better check the vermouth, make sure we actually have some. We did actually. So, like, I don't want to be out of vermouth and have a fresh bottle of gin to work with. That would be horrible. This guy's full. So we gotta go do the salvage bit. I did get one level to 69, and now we're working on level 70 sailing. We'll do some other more active stuff once we get, to OSRS and of course the trading card game, amongst other things. Okay. First, get all those 62 battleships, buddy. Get those. Good pizza, Mrs. Rooster. All right. Now let's see if we can get to it from this screen. They're gonna go into the timeout issues that it's maybe. I wonder if we have to relaunch the game. Little more than questionable. Almost need a knife to cut some of these pieces of this pizza. Teeth are good. What in the hell's wrong? Go play. I'm gonna rotate this because Scopely can't get their game running. This is the vanilla PC game. try again. The whole reason I was like, oh, we got all that Makalaka I make a Heiny Ho event or something. Okay. Make it work. There it is. Day 3. Wave defenses of any kind. Although elite solo after that. And solo armadas, betting entities, or conquer outposts. And we've done some. I like that they're counting things, aggregation ones, V'gers, so counting my V'gers, that's good. Spend uncommon, which of course we'll be doing, and Latinum. We're going to be doing now anyway. We need to go in. I think we need to... Invisible, welcome in again. Lurking away to Draftwood. I think... goal was to get a gas ticket. We're not going to get a gas ticket. We'll do domination. I've got some extra tickets, not a lot. We're going to nail this out. We have that spin for tomorrow. FYI. Instant. Spin in the lat like you just don't care. No speed up system. All right. I'm going to let people hit helps. I'm not an animal. I'm not an animal. It was nothing good. Doesn't look like it. Been working on that facade, so it's ready for next week's. Alrighty. Now, I think we'll go into combat and find the things that are going to lead us towards spend tomorrow and Sunday. Making some real progress here. So that has spends. That. So does that. So those are ready for tomorrow. This is not. So, so I will just tell it to do this. That is not. And the same. So we'll spend 3 of them running. And then, we'll work on some of these. Once we get to spend, we'll move upward. Progress some stuff until we get either doneness or what have you. Oh, those aren't done yet. Put a bomb out. We got a dragon air. Jesus, it's an event one. I want one of those. One of my favorites. Get it. That's right. Get your catches. The Rooster and Garrett. Look at us. That's. I can get it up. Okay. See where we are on all these events. That's done. What about over here? That one's done. That one's done. Okay, well, we're done. Oh, and then we got to look at the ticket. Probably done. These others are done. There's done. All right, so we got all the stuff from that. That's underwhelming. No gas node. All right. Feeling really dumb. We can figure out how to use the pet map and microscape. Okay, I'm Donnie. Don't be dumb. What do you know? What pet map you have for what skill? Basically, once you buy it, you just have to go do that skill, and you have a small chance of getting. You got mining. Just go mine, and the higher thing you mine and the higher your skill of mining, you have a greater. You'll eventually get it. Eventually, it could take months, but you'll eventually get it. If the mining map gives you the ability to have a small chance to get the pet for whatever it is. So mining in this case. So whenever you mine, and when you look at mining and you look at like a coal rock or something, it'll show the pet map or the pet and say, one in several 100,000 chance. So all you got to do is now that you have that map, just go mine, and you may eventually get it as a drop. They are not super frequent. You don't have to mine consecutively. Every time you mine, there's a chance. If you need to go chop wood, for example, instead of mining, that's fine. There won't be a chance of you finding the pet while you're chopping wood, but you will, when you come back to mining, you'll have the same bad chance to catch it when you mine. Now, if you get the wood cutting pet, which I still have the map for, when you go back, you could be, you'd have a chance there too. I recommend buying all of them when you can, when you have enough energy. It's just that if you've seen me, I got my first one within 2 weeks, the mining pet it was. And then after that, I went over 4 weeks trying nonstop to get a pet and couldn't. I finally got my second pet in the last week. Yeah, just sit in your inventory. And it's in your inventory automatically. You will lose it once you get the pet. It's what trades in. Any calls? So just mine call. Mine whatever you want. When you're not sure what to do, go mine because that's going to have a chance to get the pet. But it doesn't hurt if you have to break it up to go do something else. Hey, you're welcome, of course. Part of what I'm here for, right? Go back there, Mrs. Rooster. I don't think she. It's like the wind. It moves out of there, and I don't know she's there. Nothing here according to my system. Okay. But right. Wave defenses would be good. Lurking and escaping. The lower armadas, wave defenses. It's kind of what we need to. And of course, aggregation. That is spend. Is aggregation. It counts towards it, so we'll see. All right. We are done, it looks like. Somebody's salvaging this stuff quite a bit along with me. So find a lot of this place is already played out. Type stories. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna go after these guys. Get some pasta. There's one. So, genie's empty. We're not having more than one of those, but I could use some more pizza, and we have some nice Chardonnay wine, my favorite, to go with more pizza and stuff. A little bit more pizza and a glass of wine. I'll be right back. See, before I go away, actually, it's time to give you your first microscape out. So let me not be remiss there. All right, now you got that. Ah, Dustin, sorry, I was catching up. Dinner hours, pizza, best Indian food closing 2:30 and 4. Yes, one day off. Pizza joint to open at 8:30. Delivery miss out. I agree on that, Dustin. Sorry, I missed out. I have to keep a. There's a screen that gets busted when I do this. Material resources, running chip parts. That's true. True, true, true. All right, I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, folks. CockADoodle. Crap, there was a magic card. And an event one at that. Alright, looks like my ship is destroyed now. How badly. Aggregation. Oh, this doesn't look bad. Okay, I think it says 848,000. That's sufficient. Alright. Always locate now that. There you go. There we are. Got some more pizza. Fix this fan so it's. Just when I get it going. That Venn diagram / triangle thing there. There we go. All right, back. Here's what. Look at all that ore. I'm just wondering if there's any really small node. There's one. That isn't one. See if I can watch this for 3 minutes. Reset to more ore. There's too many ore nodes in here. So. That's it. Here we got about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. So all this stuff is fine and useful. I have other ways of getting, but the reason I go out here is so I can scout these nodes. Look at that. Got a crystal. That's good. Hey, 39 seconds. And let it sit. See what happens here. RuneScape in a minute, but let's check. It really turned into a raw ore again. Oh my gosh. Well, this is not encouraging. I think they get the point here. There's 2 gas nodes, a bunch of raw ore, and a few crystal nodes. Anyway. Take this home, shift it out. And we'll go back a bit. We're around halfway here on the level. I do want to hit 70 kind of quickly. Just because hitting 70 seems like a thing. Yeah, nice round number. Ends. Mhm. Where my lack of activity? The volume low so I can hear it. I'll be able to hear when it's doing things or not doing things. That helps. Background for me. Well, cast form. Funny, I don't know. Oh, I need it. Well, ultra catch. I've gotten so many teak logs. I'm not gonna need teak. I don't need a mahogany. Completely different story. And it doesn't appear to be available in the same way. So, and I found it. I can go get it now. But easy. As our caddy, welcome in, lurk away. Thank you. We're giving out hours. Got another hour give out coming out in a bit. Go. Gas form. Rooster and Retro. We both got it. For a second, I thought it was trying to tell us that there was a shiny. It would be extra cool, of course. But no, it's sunny, not shiny. We know all kinds of things. Retro, are you going to be able to hang out with us even when you're at work? Excellent. You'll be lurking. That's okay. That works well. That's better than not being able to. Oh, you work at home. Gotcha. Understand that. Sorry you had to work. I know that was not what you wanted to do, but I'm glad you'll be able to. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Completely. Completely. I hear you. I think next weekend I have to do some stuff on call that shouldn't bother me, but I'll still, I'll be annoyed. I'll be streaming actually because I've learned I can stream. It shouldn't affect me, and if it does, it'll be a once in a blue moon kind of thing. Take it from, yeah, I'll, if I have to, I will. You guys are very understanding, I'm good. If I need to talk to somebody on the phone, that's fine. And that's usually the worst it would be. And the truth is, usually if there's nothing, you're just afraid that's going to happen. So, but we'd be talking about a phone break for the most part. So that's the plan. All right. So bad for my puppy. Really needs to run at the dog park. I don't know. Get there. Yeah. Maybe you can let her out or take her on short leash things enough to get things done. I don't know what your day looks like because it can look very different. I know. When I'm working, even when working from home, till I get to the end of the day, if I'm staying late like I did today, where things kind of die down, I still have to be like pretty available. I can't go for a 5 minute walk somewhere or anything like that. I could get away with it after 5 o'clock, but some of the time. But I have to take my phone with me and stuff like that. And just earlier this week, we had some kind of crisis come up after 5 that I was deeply involved in. So they happen enough. Okay. Oh, guys, later, but some of the latinum being spent. That's right. Let's look at that event. I don't remember where it is. There it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like you need to get another job. And I wish you luck in that. I'd been burned out on my job for some time. Only realizing I'm like a spark of life is coming as I realize I'm leaving. Took vacation for a week last month. Didn't get help, so now I'm behind. I'm not working paid overtime 40 hours to make back the time. But yet I'm going to have to. I hear you. I don't go for that kind of crap. They yelled at me like because they had set me up to have too much work covering for my boss and myself, and there was a lot of crisis going on. So things got pushed back. I was getting it done, but they're like, "You should be working on Saturdays." I'm like, "Fuck you." That's part of when I left. I'm like, "We're getting no. You're not going to yell at me for not working on Saturdays. I'm already working over." No. Saturdays and Sundays and Friday nights. That's my time with Mrs. Rooster and you guys. For sure. And that's been important, and it's been scaled back as it is for the last 5 years. Salary's based on a 45-hour work week. I don't like working more than that. Oh, I hear you. I always work closer to 50, but that's just because I have to. But I don't think my boss doesn't even think I do that. But she's just a fucker. I mean, getting away from her best I can. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm more of a 45 to 50 hour, but I'm like, I'm not working more than that. My boss isn't. My boss is dumping out and dumping things on me. So, who knows what AI can do? I hear you. Just good luck finding someone where they treat you better. I think that should be what I'm getting to. I'm gonna have to work. I'm gonna have to work for it, but I'm only gonna have to work for it while I'm there the 40 hours. And that'll cap it. It'll be way more capped. And that's probably what I need. I may be able to help with big change and stuff like that, but they don't want to let me be involved in it. And I don't like doing the scut work they want me to do. So I'm gonna go over and just help people and let them throw around doing bullshit. So they're already done. Let's let them. Let's see. Checking our time for our next giveaway. That one is. That one's not. Same thing there. Yeah, we're finally getting to a 2 million mark. Best friend left, took a contract job, get away, but her contract's in. She has to find another. Yeah, contract sucks. You know, because again, they're ending all that stuff. So I have stuff I could do that is more contract, or it's open-ended contract. I can do open-ended contract work, but it's still going to be contract, no benefits, all that. I could do that right now, but you know, and I didn't want to do that with Mrs. Rooster. He's getting closer to retirement than I am, so or some kind of semi-retirement. As well, it's crafty. So, and okay, catch. I've got too many chronic health issues. I've got to have good health insurance, you know, and use it. So hopefully with the new job and changes, I'm already starting to like think about going on walks and doing things. I'm already starting to play my guitars and look at doing that again and make music again, stuff that I enjoy. So there's a bit of that. Changing the voyage across the void for many hostels to FKR. That has annoyed me. Yeah, I saw that they're doing that change. I mean, it was really easy when it was hostiles. I just send out the Reliant and the Serene Squall like I did any day, and it would be done. So it did seem almost like, what's the point? So at least FKR is going to at least make me do some of the dailies that I don't do on days I don't want to. That's not great, but it was. I have to admit, it's easier than it probably should have been. You can also send your Monavine out if you needed to, things like that. You know, just it was just a little much. Bring that home. Drive to Cowboy Rooster. So I was like, that's really easy all week. It's almost like I don't have to care what they're doing. I just gotta go send out my Reliant, my Serene Squall. And that's what it was doing. So you know, I almost didn't have to do anything to play because it was counting. Kind of like with the outpost events counting various hostiles. Same thing. It was just like, oh, I did my outpost event. Haven't done an outpost in 5 months. But or whatever, you know, that sort of thing. So now, you know, it makes me do it. Makes me do it if I want it. At least I was having to remember how to engage it. Things like that. These two ships are set up for my outpost at the moment. And I'm like, do I want to break them up? I don't know that I need to do any waves today. You know. That's somebody else who has got a salvaging station on their boat, salvaging and dumping stuff on the floor of their boat. They're overlaying with me, so. And I can barely see, so. That's hard. Yeah, I read that event, and again, I'm like, I see the reasoning. I'm glad they didn't make it worse. They didn't make it FKR Armadas. Some days I was reading carefully for that kind of stuff. Hostiles, I can grind. Depends on what levels they have. I found now this whole thing with both with faction hunt and the killing hostiles type of things when they have to be FKR, but they allow 58s, 59s, and 60s to count. I just throw my GS31 in one of the systems and I spam it every 3.5 minutes. Kills 5, and both for faction hunt and for these things, I'm not doing anything. I'm just spamming the GS31 five kill beam. You know, so I was going to show you guys that. I'm sure I'm not the first person to do that, but I'm like, oh, well, this will take care of it. You know, It means I'm like not doing anything. I'm just like, okay, go over here. I like it, but if they make it when they make it 61 and higher, I have to go into the G6 system and kill things and deal with stuff like when they're doing the galactic anomaly kills. I do have to go up there. Um, so one makes me choose to engage. One makes me not really have to engage much at all. I'm sure as my level changes, that'll get worse, but right now there's some outs, easy outs. Excuse me. Like a combination hiccup burp kind of thing. Going, oh. Taking it back. We're in the pale green. Nice thing about salvaging, you get points for bringing up the salvage, then you get points for refining the salvage. Farming has something similar, like when you're raking the weeds and then when you bring them out as compost, things like that. Cleaning the herbs and herb lore, and then making a potion. But we will not do just all that. Although, hard to resist some of the stuff that we're going to do. I just want to check this because I'm like, yeah, there's no gas node coming available. Check the air again. The air keeps popping back up. It's actually hotter in the house, but because I have this, what is essentially an outdoor level box fan blowing in, it's making a huge difference in here. And I didn't, as far as I can tell, y'all aren't reporting any problems with the microphone from the wind tunnel that's in here, which I hope is okay. So, I think the microphone's taking care of it. But I had a powerful Vornado fan blowing in, which is a good circulator fan. But this thing is just, it's made to be like an outdoor garage fan. And so it's blowing harder and bigger. And it's essentially like a box fan, but it's in like an outdoor setup instead of a box fan or a window type of thing. Anyway, I bought it cheap on Amazon Prime. It's one of those Amazon Basics brands. By the way, use my Amazon link if you need to buy some kind of cheap Amazon thing. It will support me. Won't cost you a single dime more. I think we're moving into RuneScape switcheroo area. And there's another person. A lot of times they will have left stuff on the ground because they don't value all the junk that I do. So I'll pick out all their stuff. So we'll like stand here and just say, "Did you drop anything at the table or by the bank?" I mean, one of these days I might have a different. I think we're gonna change over to um, old school RuneScape and the trading card game and things like that. More, we're still going to be doing a little bit of Star Trek throughout the whole night. It's just that there's not really that much Star Trek to do, and since I'm not going to do waves, maybe do waves in the morning or something when I stream again, and all that stuff. So, I mean, I'm hanging out with you guys for I don't know how long, plenty longer. So, yesterday was kind of a shorter stream, but Thursday can really vary for me. But Friday is usually much longer, and then Saturday and Sunday, of course. So we're doing that. I don't see anything coming up immediately. There's. I'm not going to do this endlessly while we're in it, but we're getting closer. We're making some progress. So that's on my mind. And I do need to take some stuff. On here. Yeah. So I'm gonna run some stuff over and see where I'm gonna run a break and add while I'm doing that, because that pushes it further back, and I'm already like out of the screen. So anyway, please subscribe. But that's going on. I'll be right back. Okay, getting back in. Gave Augie some pizza crust as a treat. He greedily took it like a bone to his crate. Stood up like a circus dog to take it. all that. Close to our next hour giveaway of microscape time. Keep taking the stuff. You take processing the salvage is yet another pass of things, and the higher the level salvage. This is tier 3 salvage, so this is like probably the most convenient, highest level that's convenient. Wild Gastrodon. Go ahead and catch it. The tier 4 and the tier 5 is not inconvenient, tier 4 is, but neither one gives mahogany, which I think is a failure. But they give a lot of high alch stuff at that point. Lots of rings and bracelets and stuff like that. And armor pieces that you can high out. So that's good. If you have money, you can buy whatever it is you don't have. But I've been enjoying how it fuels the construction and stuff like that. Oh, I thought I was in live stream. I wasn't. Oh, but damn. Sorry about that. Oh, I entered it. Anyway, I know. Those of you who have access, and those of you who want access, we know. People who've had access but don't have it now, just let me know. It'll be fine. I had to log it down because we were getting some random stuff, which is never what I intended, but let's look at this board for a second. Pandemonium turn at 15. 5, baby. 5, baby. 5, baby. The Mogres I can kill. Osprey, 15, like before. May go back and do some of those anyway soon enough. But I've got some got some osprey feathers, 7 of them right now. I got a hammerhead shark jaw. I dumped the other thing, but I have noted to put some repair kits in here so we can go fight more osprey. And I've been trying to deal with the cannonballs. Apparently the iron are the ones that I've been using on these cannons. Steel I'm saving for my dwarf multi-cannon. I'm getting a lot of those from this. This is a good way to, honestly, it's a good way to get them without having to make them. While I get other things. Oh, while it does some of that, we'll hop over here and see what's it showing. Nothing much. I think we need to do some binary related activities. Mm-hmm. Building this slow. Finally getting these pulls down a bit. They had gotten really high. Probably gonna back up there anyway, but go in lurker mode. No problem. I appreciate the lurk on top of everything, so thank you. Still been a work day for most of us, except Retro's neighbor. It seems like, or maybe they're just crazy. I had that crazy neighbor, but they moved away after we gave them hell. Stopped being nice. Stopped being accommodating to their personality disorder. They moved away very quickly. So I should have done that 10 years ago. Hmm. We've been mining this kind of nonstop. Heard. Yeah. There we go. Should be good for a bit. Four of these, so we'll do one a piece. And they have chances of epics that I don't get everywhere. 5-star epics, that is. I need for the 5-star epic ships. Oh, yeah, we're getting low on Serene Squall. We've been not doing as much of that just for various work and play reasons. Something else, so I have to correct that. Working. We got the jump drive on the Enterprise now, in addition to Rataran. Slowly creeps up, saving it for the G5 epics. That's right, we were seeking and destroying, weren't we? Here, the ship. You can help. I wanted to look at these outposts because I just got loot for first time in ever, and I didn't spend my loot from before. So that requires spend. I've been sitting on this stuff. There was one event I cashed in on my elite outpost credits. Yes, stay. 5-star. Well, that seems worth it. That's worth it. Okay. Well, what else is in here? The material, but they're not giving me epics yet. So I've been sitting on this till I'm like, well, when you give me epic, guys. Premium mirror does, but it's just stuff that's very limited in what I have. Oh yeah, these things. Of course, the Dolomite I need. This is worth buying. I was buying this a while ago. And the Valor ones. Yeah, I may need the others. I don't know, but let's go ahead and buy them all. See. Okay, quite done. And is making a huge difference. And tomorrow's 100 and something, and then the Sunday's 104. This new fan that I did not get. Oh, yes, please. Didn't know I was doing it for that reason, but we're going to be using it. I haven't even started on this except to level up that building. Mm-hmm. Woohoo! This boy's happy. See if we can level that. Adamant crossbows. What the hell are you dropping over there, dude? People got more money than sense. This one I can go high. Give me those epics. I'll pull a ship open. Look at our OSRS. And where are we here? 15,972 and our points. Wild Tortuga. Aether. Bananas are used for something. Generally sold them for 50 apiece. Or something out of them. No, kill some osprey soon enough, but trying to get as much XP as we can on this stuff. And it's at level 68 for now we're at 69 and a half, 69 and 65%. So it's part of what we've been doing. Get that second hour of microscape out to you guys. Joy. Yeah, one more hour of this, plus Mrs. Fisher's account has them too, so. Plus all the generosity that comes from. Odds are far away. Same with the YouTube shows. A little different, right? It's got some kind of special feature that is probably helpful. Yep. Beating with him. I'm not necessarily. I might be a little faster with the steel hooks, but truth is they're only steel, so actually probably need to be upgraded as soon as we can get that. I want to get some water along with my wine, so we're gonna do that in a sec. You gonna let something else? It's Canada's group armadas. I'm practically done, so now solo armadas, things like that. We some different stuff here. Bug, mosquito, fly, something. You want something else, dude? You know. Helping. Chat. So. Okay. So I'll be right back. I want to get a little water and some wine, but I just want to have a little water before I have too much more wine. Anyway, don't go nowhere. CockADoodle. All right. Got some water, got some wine. Check on the dog. This is Rooster's working in her sewing room. Garrick, you finally made it home. There you go. CockADoodle. Sorry you're having to work so much, Garrick. It changes for the better. Still got wine. I'm just having a glass of water to hydrate so I can drink more wine, essentially. Yeah. Yeah. The reason I'm bouncing that is the Ghost Boy can salvage if there's room in my storage, but not if there's room in my personal inventory. So I bounce it back and forth because now I get more points when I salvage from my side, but it's faster overall when we're both salvaging. So because we've got two hooks. Now these steel hooks need to be leveled up to mithril, just like the cannons do. And stuff. Hey, we got a wild Trico, and it's an event Pokemon. Catch it, catch it. Yeah, pretty full now. So now only my salvage hook is counting. Once I fill up my inventory, we're full, completely full. Come back and rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Sorry. Ugh. Mm. That was 4 minutes too soon for dailies, but on the weekend, so whatever. Aquanilin star. He's getting like 31, and when the Ghost Boy gets it, it's like 13 or something. So it's less, but faster. Rico, Combo Rooster. Hey, Average, how you doing? Happy Friday. Filling out. Martini stream and counting down the work weeks before we change jobs. Just we've just more moved away from Star Trek and doing more formal. That's what I've been sailing since yesterday, doing salvaging, grinding us up closer to 70, level 70 for that. This replenishes our steel cannonballs and other things. Time to continue the osprey hunt. Probably my error. Tractor. Sorry for the yawning. Was a I don't know 6:15 ish, something like that. Seeds are big. Flax seeds. They look like big old testicles. They're huge. More of them. Pardon me. Dark. There's Oh, swordfish, plenty in there somewhere. Right in here. Okay. Look at this board. Now, these turns. $15 of these. I can accept that. I wanted to. This is what made me start Slayer, was the frustration that I couldn't kill these guys. But if we go look in our log here, we have a Catherby, 15 Osprey. Turns at Pandemonium. And Pandemonium Mogres. Now I didn't check here. That looks low. It is low, but go to the bank. See what we've got on the iron. Iron and bronze, cannonball side. We may not have gotten many iron ones and just have been stockpiling steel ones. Fine, we'll way down, and as we work on lower stuff, it won't matter as much, but good. There's the steel ones. It's for Slayer tasks and stuff. That was right. Yes, those are the turns, but back towards Catherby, which will be right over here, I think, for the sprays. What we need. They were tough. They were hurting the boat. There's the Mogres. Mogres should be somewhat tough. We do some, yeah, 16,000. We're working on those trading card packs and everything. No godly cards yet. Irons are right up. Or ospreys. Yep. There. As well, it's Gamori. Don't you catch that? Good luck on your catches. All right, we got. Go back in here because we have 8 of these now. 8 out of 15. Well, it's an event one, so you might as well catch it anyway. But I checked just because I configured a button. But the event ones, you want to catch any, but no matter what. I don't know. The event is we've maxed out the catches, and I'm probably confused about that. So average can straighten me out. Got Mario Kart. The Rooster got a candy, average aim, and plain. Not at all. There you go. Yeah, it looks like it's. We have all the goals, right? So what does that mean? Do we not need to catch the event Pokemons anymore? We can skip them, or no? These are all active. Oh, they can all become cloned and all this stuff. Okay. It's all bonused. Okay. So we want to catch them because all kinds of the secondary bonuses. There we go. Extra chance for stuff, shinies, and things. Yeah, certainly. Okay. Ultra Ball it is. I haven't looked at the missions. I know what Mew's available is that through the missions or something? I mean, I'm horrible at this part of the game. Is because I'm just playing it as a something we do in the midst of playing other game. But if the event catches this view, oh, okay, well then I guess I mean, who knows? I might even have that. I don't know. I was afraid I had a duel or something from you. Calling soon. So, you gotta work tomorrow, so very least lurk. Watch out. Yeah, I'll be on. Somewhere between 8:30 and 9:30 usually get on tomorrow. I may try to like clean some dishes or do something in the bathroom in the kitchen to help out before I get started. We'll see. But I'll be on still pretty early. And Mrs. Richardson may go to church with me. We might make it. You have a good night too, Retro. Don't hate life too much. We'll get to hang out some. Close to a range level, looks like. You'll be welcome. We got our apprenticeship soon. And we need 7 more osprey feathers for these guys. The other guys are easier. Lower level, at least. That's 9. I heard it that time. Range level 50. There you go. Magic bows. Ava's accumulator. Okay. And is that what we have? Ava's attractor. I don't know what. Something else. Blue dragon hide. I've got a piece of dragon hide that I can't wear yet. I think I can wear it now. Plus, we look at trading card game. We're up to 19,200. It's a boost for that level. Garrick, thank you for the hour for home. Okay. what we're doing. And that's 10. Hear that chingy ring ding sound. To catch us last week was Mewtwo. I wonder if I have it all. Or is it going to be over here? Gold ticket. This is good. I always go for at least 50 catches. What you're hearing, since these are the big. I don't see anything in here, but we'll look at that in greater detail later. I usually just try to catch all the event Pokemon every time we're on or in one of your streams or something. Catch and bite. We're at 12, by the way, so. Thank you for the microscape for all. Scratch and bite. Welcome in again. For repair soon. Three more with these guys. They do hit hard. Especially because it takes us a while. There you go. Cut it down. Skirt. Take away. All right, 13. It's two, guys. This one turns into Catherby. We're gonna have a good bit of packs to open. We might save them for tomorrow's stream. Yeah, godly card. We gotta catch up. Luke is killing us. Collection power. Gotten like 2 godlies. Got 10 million more collection power than we do. It's a wild little Leo, and he's an event Pokemon. Those are. I think somebody attacked us last time our shield went down, as if they knew where we were sitting, and that kind of thing. So it was suspicious. Like they've watched the stream and they know where we live, that thing, and then they saw our stuff go. That's what it looked like. Your Ultra Ball catches. Some maybe it's not. Yeah. He attacked me within like 10 minutes of my shield going down in the place where I'm desolate, But I have been there on stream for a long time. It was level 71 or something. I was like, fuck you. You didn't just find me, You knew where I was. You were watching me. That sort of thing. And they didn't get anything. They just, busted the base up, and I went on a 10-minute shield before I fixed things, but still annoying. I was like taking out the trash. I was like, oh, the shield, I'll get it soon. It was like, you've been attacked. I'm like, what? And that kind of thing. Ouch. He's in the best he can. Excuse me, I need to fix this boat. Okay, we're at 14. Yeah, it took me more than one. That was. Didn't expect that. Your mother coming? Let's get that last one. Not lately. Kill him, kill him. Oh. One more feather. Done with this particular quest. I think it gives over 3,000 experience. Good. Dylan's getting up there. Like the net. There we go, 15. Oh. Let's go turn it in. Yeah, it's busy here. Let's go see how much this XP is. I think it's about 3,300 on the sailing side. Good. Port master. Port task. 3,465. Yes. Definitely. There's for Atherby, Ospreys. Suck. Kind of a pain. Oh, good 3 hours. Let's give you a third hour microscape. Here. Oh, we'll go into what's right into Nightingale or Buddy? Doing what's he doing? That game. Hunt Showdown. Not a bad looking game. Looking at RuneScape stuff, but yeah, wasn't really. Anyway, keep the microscape alive. Let's go raid him. Double down. There you go. Double hours there, Garrick. Thank you. I'll give you some hours from Mrs. Rooster. It'll take 6 hours. She's been running out of stuff, and then we'll give an hour. All right, let's go right in. I'll be on tomorrow in the morning. We help out around the house a little bit, but beyond before 10. So anyway, y'all take care. CockADoodle.